Hey gamers, very quick and easy tutorial for you today. I've had a lot of people ask me how to do multicolored lines or effects, and it is extremely easy, and you can do it on basically any program that has layers. Layers is the most important part of this, especially layer effects or modes, whatever you want to call it. I'm using SAI because that's what I'm best at, but you can do this on literally anything. It's so easy. So you have to do this once you're done with your drawing. It has to be completely finished. The background is irrelevant unless your background also, you want to do background effects as well. But you have to merge all of your layers. That includes your color layers. And you might be freaking out. Oh, I don't want to merge all my layers. What if I make a mistake? So I save a copy. Very easy. You should do that anyways, because if your computer crashes and you lose your work, you're gonna be pissed off, and it has happened all the freaking time. So once you got all your layers merged, what you're gonna do is you're gonna make 3 copies, and there's easier ways to do this, but I don't give a shit, of your base drawing, and then you're going to make a new layer, set this to shade, and make 3 copies of that as well. Put a shade layer over everything, and then make it a clipping group. I don't know how to do this in other programs. I'm assuming it's just that easy as well, and you're going to want to do that to all of them. What this does is, if you don't know already, this is extremely useful if you don't know, when you draw over the layer, it'll stay over that layer. It won't go outside of the lines. A lot of people use this just to do their coloring in general. So what you're going to do is you're going to make your color as close. There is probably definite ways to get it perfect. I like to do just eyeballing it, basically, as close to pure red, blue, and green as you can get. So red is easy. And then you're going to merge it down just to get it out of the way, essentially. And then you're going to do green. It's close enough. It doesn't have to be perfect, honestly. Like, 2 colors away isn't going to affect shit. And you do that to all of your layers and merge them down so you have these 3 different colors. And then what you do with your main layer is you're going to color it in completely black. And then you turn all of their modes to screen. And there's a lot of utility with this, but really I just do it for lines. And then you go to each of your screen layers. I don't suggest moving around your base layer, but your screen layers, and you just move them around. This can get that 3D effect. If you're using Photoshop, you can actually add a blur to this, and it gives it a legitimate photo effect. But I don't use Photoshop, so it works best, as you can see, on whites and blacks. So you can get that sort of thing. It does also work with your colored layers, though. It's usually better when it's a little bit subtle. That way it's not so jarring, I guess. But it does add a little extra dimension to your art. And then you just play with each of the layers however you want, essentially. And it gives you just that bonus effect. I was specifically asked how I did it with some background elements earlier today. And that's really all you do. You just make your object that you want in the background, and then make 3 copies of the layer, do what I did, and you just move the layers around. And it is so easy, and it can be used for a wide range of things. I also did it to show that it doesn't really work on just the line work. You got to really have other things going on, which is why you have to merge your color layers. There is another thing. Well, this one didn't do it. Every now and then when you're doing this, you'll get sort of, it's when you merge your layers. I suggest keeping them separate because when you merge them down, you can get this happening. The way to prevent this, if you must merge your layers, is to just surround everything and then erase it, which is super easy, but it can also be avoided by just not merging your layers at the end and just saving it as is. And that is about it.